Welcome to Frederick at its best. I'm Frederick County Executive Jan Gardner, and today I'm here to recognize some of the unsung heroes in our community for their service to those less fortunate. The women of the Moose Lodge 347 showed some great creativity in coming up with a wonderful project to help people in our community. And this is work to crochet homemade mats using plastic shopping bags. These durable mats become sleeping mats for individuals who are homeless and in need of a softer place to lie down. The plastic also insulates people from the cold ground, and the women of the Moose recently donated these unique sleeping mats to the Frederick Rescue Mission and to the Religious Coalition for Human Needs. On top of helping the homeless, the mats help keep non-recyclable bags from going to the landfill and thus help preserve our environment. And that's an added benefit. The women really make the well-known slogan, reduce, reuse, and recycle, a reality. I want to commend Dana Harrison, Women of the Moose, Chapter 347, who is the senior regent for the chapter, as well as the other board members and chapter members who helped with this unique community service project. Credit is especially due to Caitlin Barker, Women of the Moose, Chapter 347 board member, and you're going to be introduced to these people in a moment. She organized the project after she and her mother, Maureen, saw an old newscast about plastic bag mats online. So you can find out some good things from the internet. The Women of the Moose mats measure about 4 feet by 6 feet, and they're about 2 inches thick. The mats are waterproof and can be easily cleaned if they become dirty. To make a full-size mat requires about 800 plastic bags. That's a lot of bags. Each bag is cut into strips and then tied together and rolled into balls like yarn. Then the strips are crocheted into a mat. Each mat takes about 20 hours of crocheting, not including the time spent sorting the bags by color and cutting them into strips and wrapping them into balls that look like yarn. The Women of the Moose received help with the sorting and cutting from the Boy Scouts, who do this as a service project. So that really makes it an even broader community team effort. The women who make the mats really put a lot of love and care into the work, and that is very evident. Other members of the Women of the Moose joined in to support the project by contributing plastic bags for use in the creation of the mats. In addition to sleeping mats, the Women of the Moose also do a number of other things and make a generous donation to the Frederick Rescue Mission. So I do have a proclamation I'd like to read, and then we'll introduce everybody who's up here to learn a little bit more about this creative project. Whereas the Women of the Moose, established in 1913 as a unit of Moose International, members participate in social, educational, and community service activities, as well as activities geared towards the entire family. Women of the Moose also work in harmony with the members of the Loyal Order of the Moose to provide a helping hand to those in need. And whereas the Women of the Moose roots can be traced to 1888, that's a long time ago, and the founder of the Moose, Dr. Harry Wilson, who successfully established the first lodge in Louisville, Kentucky. Since those early years, the fraternal organization rapidly expanded to include valuable service to local communities. And whereas the Women of the Moose is one of the largest contributors to the care for children and teens in need at the Mooseheart Child City and School, a 1,000-acre campus located 40 miles west of Chicago, and care for seniors at Moose Haven, a 70-acre retirement community located near Jacksonville, Florida. And whereas the Women of the Moose, Chapter 347, is to be commended for service to those in need in Frederick County, including the presentation to the Frederick Rescue Mission of durable sleeping mats for the homeless. The bags were crocheted from non-recyclable plastic bags, so the chapter is also doing their part to preserve the environment by keeping these plastic bags out of our landfill. Chapter 347 is successfully ensuring a bright future for Frederick County. So now, therefore, as the County Executive of Frederick County, Maryland, I do hereby proclaim today, February 20th, as the Women of the Moose Day in Frederick County, and encourage all of our residents to observe this day. So with that introduction, you're welcome. I am going to turn the microphone to you to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about this project.
Thank you, Jan. I'm Caitlin. I'm the one that had the idea for this. I'm also the Secretary Treasurer for this year. So we started this about a year ago, just collecting bags, and we never thought it would get to be this big where people in the community outside of just our little tiny Moose wanted to help, along with like Moose International wanted to help. We go to a conference and a bunch of ladies that are in other Mooses across the states ask me about it. They'll email me, Facebook me. So it's very interesting. It's very cool. I mean, it's like a blanket.
It is.
It's very cool.
It is, and it's a lot thicker than you would think too.
Yeah, if we use a different type of stitching like you would on any other type of crocheted blanket, we probably could get it thicker, but they take a very long time to, I mean, as you said, it takes about 20 hours just to crochet it, not, you know, let alone everything else prepping the bag. But I'm going to pass it over to Dana.
Thank you very much. Very proud moment of all of the ladies at the Women of the Moose. Oh, wow, I'm just touched. This young lady has got the biggest and brightest stars going on in her heart and came to us with this idea and came to fruition. I'm just happened to be lucky to be the one that's the senior regent for the women this year. But without all these ladies and our friends in Frederick at the Rescue Mission, at Religious Coalition, the Boy Scouts. We do a lot with a lot of organizations in Frederick. This would never come to pass. We love Frederick, and we're just here to try to do our best. With that, I'm going to give you Maureen. She's our junior graduate regent.
And very proud mom. Caitlin is my daughter. I am very proud of her for this project, and it did take a lot of hours on everybody's part. Making the yarn. Like I said, I even did it in the car on car rides. I'd be making yarn while somebody else was driving so that we could continue to crochet. We did present six mats, and we have 2 in the making now. And we decided last night that we will be collecting more bags so that we can continue to make them. When we met with the rescue mission, they said in Frederick County there are 40 homeless people that live on the streets every day. So that was kind of our goal, to maybe get to that 40 so that each and every one of them can have a mat. Along with all the other things that we do at the Moose, feed the community is when the Boy Scouts got involved. The weather wasn't the greatest, and a lot of people didn't come out. We did have 40 people that we did feed, between 40 and 50. And the Boy Scouts were running around, and they were getting a little bored. So they said, can we help? And we're like, sure. So they were separating colors and cutting bags and making yarn and having a good old time with the thing. So it worked out well for everybody, and they got to do what they wanted to do as well.
Hi, I'm Shannon Moore. I'm with our sustainability office. I just wanted to say thank you for what you all have done to show people that you can come up with an idea that has the spirit of inclusiveness with other citizens and taking care of other people, and also solve some real-world problems with things like waste reduction. I'm very touched by it. We live in a time where this kind of reaching out to other people is so critically important. So thank you for the work that you do.
Okay, now we'll go this way.
Thank you. I'm Billy Hildebrand. I'm the administrator of the Frederick Lodge 371. And it's a fraternal order where we try to reach out and help with the community. And I just want to congratulate the women of the Moose. They have worked very hard on this project. A matter of fact, when it first started, I just got a box and sat there, and within about 1 week, I had the box full and the floor full, and everywhere there was plastic bags. And I congratulate Caitlin, Dana, Maureen, or other workers from the Women of the Moose who has really made this thing happen. And we want to give back to the community, and I can see now that a burden can be heavy, but if you have a lot of people helping to carry it, it gets a lot lighter. Right. Thank you.
Okay, can you pass it down that way?
Hi, I'm Tony Adams. I just helped volunteers and did the bags and helped do that, and it's great. And I'm glad Then I'm Women the Moose.
Hi, I'm Karen Cooper. I am the junior regent this year with the Moose. We love this project. It was a fun day. We spent the very first time that we got all the bags and we sorted them, at least 4 hours of continuously sorting. Had two ladies cutting and starting the crocheting the first day. It was just remarkable. We were just having a great time, and then we just continued with it. We got a lot of support from the Moose Lodge continuously. So, you know, we really embraced the project, and we're glad that everybody else is embracing it as well.
Hi, I'm MC Keegan-Air, and I have a terrible cold, but I had to come in here to be part of this today. I heard about this project, and I just want to say that I am so thrilled that you guys are part of our Frederick community. You're taking something that would be considered trash, and you're turning it into a true treasure, which is what we really want to see. And you're making a difference in our community. So congratulations on the idea, congratulations on the effort, and thank you so much for being part of Frederick County.
All right. Well, I just want to say in conclusion, thank you and congratulations. I really think this is a very creative project. I really want to know a little bit more about how you ran into this in your research.
It actually just started, I wanted to do some kind of I wanted to do some kind of fundraiser for crocheting with the Moose. I was starting with scarves and hats, and I just didn't think it was helpful enough. And my mom actually found a old newscast on Google. This church, it was probably about 5 years ago. This tiny little old lady was doing it with her church, and they had 5 or 6 women, and they were doing it just to pass the time. And we said, well, we can do this. This is easy. Little did I know, it was a lot harder than
it looked.
Yeah, but no, it is. It's definitely a labor of love, and I'm proud of this project, and I think it's really fun, and it's a little. I think we've worked out most of the kinks now, but hopefully we can keep doing this.
Very good. Sure.
I just wanted to add that there was several other ladies that helped us in this project that couldn't be here today. And there was 2 in particular, and several other I'm sure I'm going to forget. But I just would like to mention Linda and Judy. Linda is our heavy hitter crocheter. She knocked it out of the ballpark for us crocheting these mats. So I didn't want to leave them out. So thank you to them also.
All right, very good. And I'm pleased that you enjoy such great fellowship while you do this project. I think it's a common thing among service organizations everywhere that the people who are engaged in these activities really develop a great friendship and a great commitment to serving others through whatever project they're doing. So this is unique. I've never heard of this before. I think it's really very creative on all of your part to come up with this. And I just really want to say that we're very proud that you're doing this project here in Frederick County. Now, if you want to get in touch with the Women of the Moose, we've put the contact information on the screen, and I'm sure they would love to hear from you. And I want to challenge all of our viewers to think of some creative way to help others, because working together and doing projects like this, we can make a big difference to people in our community. And this is one of the reasons Frederick County is such a great place to live. Thank you for joining us for Frederick at its Best.